Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. This is the presentation for our paper entitled Critical Success Factors and Challenges in the Development of Higher Education for Sustainable Development Model. Flow of the presentation is actually divided into four major sections. I'm going to start with a brief introductory part, and then I'm going to explain about sustainability and higher education, and then it will follow with critical success factors and the challenges of sustainability in higher education, and I'm also going to share with all of you the conclusion of the paper. So we move to the introduction part. So higher education is uniquely placed to play a leading role in the attainment of sustainable development. So this catalyst potential needs grounding. However, in a context where universities and colleges are currently seen as contributing to the sustainability crisis. Sustainability challenges the current paradigms, structures as well as predominant practices in higher education. So this is a consistent message found throughout the literature. According to some scholars, universities and colleges are facing this reality as they seek to meaningfully contribute to sustainability. Scholars also argued that this requires going beyond the integration of key ideas in existing curriculum. For example, the commissioning of a new sustainability building or supporting the sustainability action projects, which often occur in the fringes of the institution. Instead, the sustainable journey engages universities and colleges in a quest for maybe what we call as interdisciplinarity, participatory pedagogies. We call it as real world research and the opening of institutional boundaries so that the notion of sustainable communities is extended beyond university and colleges walls. So this paper focused on several challenges, and these challenges for sustainability development can be determined in order to improve the performance of university, the performance of the higher educational sector, particularly in Malaysian setting. Therefore, the paper discusses on the critical success factors of sustainability in higher education, and then the part of higher education and sustainability, and also challenges of sustainability in Malaysian public higher education. So we move to the next part, which is sustainability and higher education. Sustainability means meeting our own needs without compromising the ability of future generations to meet their own needs. So the assumption of human culture has been that the beauty and bounty of earth would be transferred across generations, that the process of education would transfer the values, the skills, and also the knowledge to survive and thrive in the cultural and natural systems of what we are a part. So universities have had a pivotal position in defining education for this particular task. Yet, certain core ideas embedded in disciplinary thinking and the practice of those ideas are increasingly problematic. So, a challenge to higher education is to reconsider its disciplines, its institutional practices, and also its mission to account for economic and human development that is sustainable. So, according to several local scholars that studied about sustainability in higher education realm, they found that higher education institutions have a key role in the implementation of education for sustainability. And if we can look into the list here, amongst others are number one, project development and incorporation of sustainability practices principles across the disciplines. Number two, the practice carried out by different educators can influence broader opinions through outreach activities. Number three, an institutional culture of sustainability increases the awareness of university staff, the awareness of local and broader communities. The fourth one is the formation of next generation professionals. And the last one is implementing sustainable campus practices. As far as the levels of implementation of sustainability in university systems are concerned, institutions of higher education may be found at roughly 3 different stages of evaluation. The first stage is the principles of SG, sustainable development, are not universally understood. There are no significant efforts towards promoting sustainability at university operations, and no systematic projects which try to promote sustainability. The second one is the principles of sustainability development are widely understood, and there are significant efforts towards promoting sustainability at university operations. And number three, universities are also committed to sustainability on a long-term basis. So these are the general 3 stages of evolution which related to sustainability development in higher educational setting. Okay, the third part of this particular paper is critical success factors and the challenges of sustainability in higher education. If you look into the full paper, all right, we had actually explained and we discussed about these particular critical success factors, which are also challenging the implementation of sustainability in higher education. If I can just maybe read some of the critical success factors that impeding maybe the sustainability development projects or activities in higher education. Okay, number one is the level of knowledge amongst higher education stakeholders still low, okay, amongst some of the administrators and also management of some higher education institutions. And then lack of fundings from government, from NGO, and so on. Lack support from policymakers and community. Lack of capabilities and skills in higher education, so that the practitioners, those with vast ideas and also understanding about sustainability development, they must share their ideas. They must double the number of experts related to sustainable development in each higher education institutions. And then maybe lack of guidance and training, and then because of time constraints, and also lack of commitments, maybe because some of the institutions, higher education institutions, they think that this is not actually the major agenda in their institution, so that they can't ask the lecturers or the administrators to put forth the efforts into sustainability development. Okay, rather they need to maybe focus on their daily business and also their daily administration task. So in Malaysia, considerable efforts had been applied by the government as an initiative to involve agendas of sustainable development in Malaysian higher education system. With sufficient in policy on sustainable development in higher education, the challenges which we had explained in our full paper in implementing sustainable development will be reduced, and the beneficial advantage can be fruitful to the institution, especially those who are seriously trying to put in the idea of sustainable development in their daily operation. Therefore, there is a gap in sustainable development implementation in higher education, particularly in Malaysian setting. So with that, we can conclude that this research is actually focused on benefits for sustainable development, such as environmental sustainability, integrated sustainability, and institutional sustainability. Promote sustainability and quality improvement in order to address sustainability issues in higher education. Therefore, this research and this paper is so important for helping institutions in improving higher education sustainable development, particularly amongst the Malaysian public higher education institutions. So thank you very much. That's the end of the presentation. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi taala wabarakatuh.